Hello, Blizzard fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Blizzard upload. This is a game between NightEnD and fkprotoss on Terraform, the latter edition. NightEnD is a Romanian Protoss player. He is professional. He plays for NeuroSoft currently. He has a bit of success in Europe, and he's a really nice guy, so let's give him a hand. In the top left of Terraform, the latter edition, we have the pink-red Protoss player NightEnD. And in the bottom right of Terraform, the latter edition, we have the purple/blue Zerg player, fkprotoss. This is going to be so confusing. Holy smokes. Why are you named Protoss and you're playing Zerg, Protoss? You trying to make me sad? Alright, we'll go back to the game. So here we go with NightEnD. He's making a gateway, obviously. We are actually going 15 hatch for our friend fkprotoss. We're going to call him FK. Because calling a Zerg player Protoss for this long is going to drive me insane. So there goes the early hatch as well as the spawning pool. Next end, there goes the gas. So again, a fairly economic build. Pretty safe though on a map this big. The rush distance is pretty darn far. I guess we could try to fake a cannon out right now with this pro, but there's really nothing back home to really follow that up with for NightEnD. So I don't think he's going to waste the minerals on that fake out. So here comes the probe running around, being very dangerous, running through all of these workers. Spawning pool just about to finish. Probe heading on past, says, okay, so this hatchery did actually pop. Yeah, nothing too crazy happened here. Gonna scout some more? No, not gonna scout at all. Overlord finally makes it all the way across the map, sees, okay, there is a nexus. There's no crazy one base 4 gate coming my way. That would be insane. We are getting a warp gate research and an adept. So there we go, with the amount of gas we're getting for sure, an adept makes a lot of sense. In this situation, it's not really a 4-gate adept though, we only have the 1 gateway. We're probably going to use the adept here just to get some pressure to force some lings off of FK, and then what is the question? It's sniping down these plates. Boom, there it goes. And the adept and the mother core and the zealot are going to head out on an adventure maybe? Maybe head out on an adventure. What else are we doing? There we go, 2 more gates coming up at the front door here. Is this fully walled? This might actually be fully walled. Is that? No, I think we can actually walk through there. Never mind. So we're just playing defense with these units, basically. Third base not coming up for FK. He knows what he's doing. He wants to make sure to get that economic advantage over the Protoss player who is just going to sit back on 2 bases, not even try to attack him. It is time to drone up like crazy, taking 2 extractors at his natural, taking the gas at his main as well. He's up to 42 harvesters, 45 for NightEnD. FK playing well, NightEnD also playing well. Should be a pretty epic battle to come. And +1 on the way for those ground units. Nothing too insane. Ling just sitting outside of the front base. Are we going to make a drop lord? Nope. No drop lord today, it looks like. Just going to use these overlords for the standard and time-tested task of scouting. Alright, so Queens injecting at all 3 bases. Yes, indeed we are. Do we have enough to inject? We do. Inject. FK, you can do it. There you go. Inject. Well played. Here comes a Phoenix just for a quick scout out. Nothing too crazy there. Slow things down. I think once you get a lot of action going on at one of the players' bases, you go ahead and slow the game back down. That is my personal philosophy anyway. There are these weird gold bases here, again, that your workers kind of get stuck on one side or the other. You have to long distance mine sometimes because they can't get through these patches to come back to the hatchery or the command center or whatever it is. Okay, so it is a bit of a 4-gate, but massive, massive adept attack here. Coming on up, what's the response going to be? Roaches? Roach is an excellent answer. Here we come. Ah! Coming out of the bushes. Run away, adepts! Using psionic transfer, and again, there we go. Fantastic display. Gonna run on up, try to kill what they can, and there's the fake out. There is the fake out. They effectively use the psionic transfer fake out to escape. So well played there by FK. I mean, if you were forced to commit to that, it'd be a lot more dangerous because you'd use psionic transfer. The roaches would just follow that, pop up on top of you as soon as you showed up with those adepts, and they'd all die. But by using the psionic transfer, you fool the other player into thinking you're going that way. They have to account for it. They can't just let your adepts show up at this base uncontested, and then you just keep running the other way and cancel it, and you're safe. So we've seen this before in a PvP, where the psionic transfer fake out was very effective, and again, used to great effect here in this PvZ as well. So NightEnD has a few tricks up his sleeve. He's figuring this beta out. He'll be ready to go when the game ships in winter 2015-16 is basically what Blizzard has said. Third base just about established for NightEnD. 4th base coming up for FK as well. Pretty crazy macro game going on right now. Nothing has really died. I mean, if we look at the lost tab here, 1 probe, 8 lings, and an adept. So I mean, nothing too crazy to speak of whatsoever. We have an observer running around, maybe for burrowed roaches. Doesn't want to get burrow popped up on top of. Big scouts, does scout out the spire with that Phoenix. Again, Protoss players, make sure you have that Phoenix running around. You need to have it, get that free scout off. it can make things very happy for you. Creep spread going right across the middle here. Kind of going up this top side as well. Not so much down this left side, but we are pooping creep, so that's nice. So here come the roaches sniping down a forward pylon that was just on its way alone for some reason. Depth's making a really nice concave for a second there. That was neat. Can we do that again? Oh, I guess they were attacking these rocks. That makes a lot more sense, which is why they had the concave. I don't think you could individually position them that well enough, but if you have something for them to attack, they'll set up quite nicely. So here we come with the Stalkers and the Adepts moving right across the map. Overlord's doing a good job scouting out. What's the answer going to be? Is it just going to be a million roaches and Corruptors for some reason, trying to snipe down these rocks? And for some reason, NightEnD helping him do that. You're on the offensive, NightEnD. Why would you... Okay, so there we go. Just basically got himself stuck. Takes some more time taking down these roaches. Changeling pops up, desperately trying to do something, and there we go. I'm a Zealot. Oh, gets sniped down by the Stalkers. What is in here? Ah, Disruptors! Here we come. Disruptor! Bam! Taking out a ton of roaches. But does it actually die? No, it gets picked up. So here we come. Roach Concave. Really too good. You do not want to go in there if you are our friend NightEnD. Look at that concave. That is really a bad spot to be in. Warping in more and more units right at the front line, though. Roaches are good, but man, this is a lot of Stalkers. What else is in production? More and more roaches are in production, as well as those upgrades. The Adepts take a lot of damage. They don't do a lot of damage. The Disruptors come in, and bam, huge hits again. So yes, that radius of attack has been smallened, has been shrunk just a little bit, but it is still pretty darn effective. It still hits like a truck. Here comes the big push. It's 139 to 173 supply. FK is actually ahead, but I think a lot of that's in worker count. Roaches, drones being pulled off the line, trying to do what they can. A blink right on top of all of these roaches. The Adepts taking a lot of damage. These Stalkers need to get hit instead, and big Disruptor hits. Ooh, picks them up. This Warp Prism Micro really, really good for NightEnD as well. Blinking again, right on top of those roaches. Roaches dying left and right. More and more Stalkers are getting warped in. Drones being forced to attack as best they can, but it is 46, 45 workers left for FK, just trying to stream in roaches left and right, and that's it. That's a GG, I think, from fkprotoss, and it is, and NightEnD is victorious. Woo! So pretty crazy game there. Pretty good build. I like it from NightEnD. Doesn't do a lot of pressure early, but pretty much goes mass adept, but with Stalker backup and a couple Disruptors. Just 1 or 2 Disruptors is all you need. You can take out a bunch of roaches. You can take out a bunch of Hydralisks. You can take out pretty much anything, and NightEnD using Purification Nova up here. You can see how much smaller that radius is. What is it? It's actually immune for a couple more seconds as well after it uses the ability, but I don't think it really mattered because the Warp Prism did a good job picking those up before that was going to happen. So for some reason, NightEnD really, really wants to kill everything on the map before he leaves this game. So I think we're just going to go ahead and take off here. But thank you so much for watching. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Blizzard upload. You can catch me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, all /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you for watching, and you take care of yourself.